Jesus Freak here, and I know there's a lot of, who gives a damn about videos like this where I'm just, talking about my situation. I'm like, I'm leaning into my mental problems. The issues with the wiring of my brain. And someone commented on one of my videos that I should try to get some boxes or something to hold my stuff so I can keep it a little more organized. As it was, I couldn't stand my rice and noodle packets up straight. And so you had them lying around every which way, but you see here I've managed to straighten them out. And I basically made an improvised shelf out of tinfoil, mailing envelopes, Elmer's glue all, and packing tape. Sort of a MacGyver rig. Now, hold on, I'm going to get my camera in a more natural position. So, I'm thinking that today I might see if I can find some boxes. Family Dollar's probably as good a place as any to find them. I can't go back to Wally World, they're the other side of town. So it's like, I just need small boxes. Or maybe I can use like some small plastic shelving. It's gotta be clear. Or at least partially open. And this is because of a problem in my brain wiring. I know there's some people for whom, if you shut the door, it disappears. For me, it's not quite like that. For me, it's more if you shut the door, I remember I have it, but it becomes kind of like I can't really be sure, it's like I know it's there, but there's something weird about it. I think my cat's trying to hack something up. Fortunately, lintel floor, she's not going to do anything, and it won't be hard to that won't be easy to clean up. Anyway, in addition to trying to arrange things a little better, which, as you've seen, I've done a little bit of. I might call things a little bit, because like I got two of these, although I think I might have chucked one of them at the food pantry that's at my doctor's clinic. And I'm like, ultra pasteurized 1% milk. I don't care for milk to begin with. 1% is just, in my mind, the nastiest kind. The least intolerable of any kinds of milk I've had is whole milk. 2%'s okay. Skim milk tastes like it's been watered down to practically nothing. But 1%, for some reason, I associate with a weird chemical taste. I've never liked 1%. And I don't usually keep milk of any sort around the house. I mean, this says good until August. So maybe, I can put it somewhere and still find some use for it. Also, I need to find a good way to handle, better place to handle, this kind of stuff. This kind of stuff. This kind of stuff. Or any of the other kinds of tea I have around the house, because I have a whole bunch of different kinds of it, because I go through different kinds. Now, there's some spices around, and I'm like, when I pick up a little more, I got some trash bags that are already waiting to go out. And they're standing in the way of me fully using the spot that I've been using for my spices for years. And it's still fine for that once I take care of that little problem. It's a dresser that I got from my ex-girlfriend. And I keep it in the kitchen because I can use it for shelving. The only things in it's a couple consoles. I think there's a Super Nintendo and my Master System in there. And some cartridges. And it's mostly been used as a surface. And that surface has been mostly either for collecting stuff, which, that's a problem I have. Every surface in the house becomes storage. This also been where I keep my spices. And of course, some of the stuff that's here is going to end up there. Like, fumble! These aren't going to stay on that shelf. But the same space to take, it could probably use for other stuff. And other stuff would probably, move around where it might be more useful, like the oil. Oil's less useful over there. I usually keep my olive oil above the sink, and I have a little bit of olive oil there, and it'll still last me a few months, I think. Because I don't use oil that much, other than, for a little bit for cooking, and once in a while we use that same kind of oil to condition leather. There's a bottle of lemon juice that'll probably end up in the fridge eventually. They'll probably, organize things a little better over time. Anyway, right now as I'm recording it, obviously you're watching it later, but as I'm recording it, it's 4:45, and any place I'm going to be getting what I'm looking for isn't going to be open for another few hours, so I'll take my stand back down onto the landing, because up here it's just getting in the way. But it lets me hold my phone while I'm shooting this. It's a music stand. And when I've done videos out on the landing, most of the time I've actually used this music stand to record them. Jesus, freak out.